The Ecclesiae Regimen, also Remonstrance, xxxvii, Conclusiones Lollardorum, or 37 Articles Against Corruptions in the Church, is a church reformation declaration against the Catholic Church of England in the late Middle Ages. It had no official title given to it when written, and the author did not identify themselves in the original manuscript. This public declaration by the English medieval sect called the Lollards was announced to the English Parliament at the end of the manifesto 12 Conclusions of the Lollards, published in 1395. Contents: the manuscript is a medieval Latin undated handwritten text document containing church reform thoughts of John Wycliffe and the Lollards. The Roman Catholic Church Reformation ideas identified as originally belonging to John Wycliffe was expounded upon by the Wycliffite party known as the Lollards. The purpose of the manuscript was to show the reader how corrupt the Roman Catholic Church was at the time and that it needed reform. Scholars attribute the original manuscript ideas to Wycliffe, but that it was actually written by John Purvey after Wycliffe's death in 1384 and sometime before 1395. The arguments for Purvey being the sole author are based on the similarity between this and the general prologue of the Wycliffe Bible. Another argument is in the similarity and style of Purvey's confession in 1400, Remonstrance. This manuscript was edited by Josiah Forshall and published in 1851 by Mr. Longmans. The English title there ascribed to this manuscript was Remonstrance against Romish corruptions in the Church, addressed to the people and Parliament of England in 1395 with a shortened name of just Remonstrance. Provenance. The provenance of the text manuscript emanates from November 1897, when it was purchased at a sale in London by Mr. J.J. Green of Godwin Lodge, Clive Vale, Hastings. There is no paper trail history on the document before this time. There are known to be 3 copies of the manuscript in existence. The British Museum has one, the Bodleian Library has another, and the 3rd copy is at Trinity College in Dublin, Ireland. The medieval document seems to have been written in the late 14th century or early 15th century, however most likely before 1395, since it was identified in the 12 Conclusions of the Lollards, affixed in the form of a placard to the doors at Westminster Abbey and St. Paul's Cathedral for the 1395 English Parliament. The English treatise has been identified as being compiled by the same author as the later version of the English translation of the Wycliffe Bible, being the secretary and cohort of Wycliffe, John Purvey. Description: the handwriting of the treatise is on 2 sheets of heavy paper. It is written on both sides of the paper, which were stitched together with black thread at a much later time, since the original gluing method had failed over time. The original black ink used in the handwriting has washed to a light brown. Ecclesiae Regimen. The Latin version has chapter headings for each of the 37 English Conclusions Lollardorum.